We're going to walk through setting up a Facebook pixel and your conversion event on your website, on your funnels. This is the non-Go High Level setup. And the reason I distinguish that is because Go High Level does have a different way that you'll set up your Facebook pixel and your conversion event. So if you're wanting to set this up outside of Go High Level, then this is the video for you. Let's go ahead and jump in. Before we begin, just know that you only need one pixel for one ad account. That one pixel can be connected to multiple websites and funnels. As long as you're using the same ad account for all your websites and funnels, you only need one pixel. Facebook is able to differentiate where the pixels are coming from. There are 4 parts to setting up a pixel. 1 is creating the pixel. 2 is securing your pixel. 3 is installing your pixel on your actual website or funnel. And then 4 is setting up your actual event that you want Facebook to track. We're going to walk through all those right now. Let's start with number 1, creating your pixel. Let's jump into Facebook. All right, to set up your pixel, we're going to jump inside your business manager. Now, just to be clear, there is the Meta Business Suite, and then there's the business manager. Those two are different things, and so we're going to be inside your actual business manager. The easiest way to get there is by typing in business.facebook.com/settings. If you have more than one business manager, then your page would look like this. So just choose the one that has the ad account that you're setting the pixel up for. If you only have one business manager, then it's going to push you right into that one. And again, like I said before, just make sure you're in the correct business manager. You can go to ad accounts and then make sure that the ad account that you're setting this up for is in your business manager and that you have full access to that ad account. To set up your pixel, we're going to go to data sources. And then we're going to go to data sets and pixels. If you already have a pixel, you'll see it here. If you don't have a pixel, then we'll go ahead and select add. We'll give our pixel a name. I recommend naming it after your ad account. We will uncheck this demo. That means you'll get a call from Facebook and they'll talk to you about the pixel. We don't really need that today. So we are going to uncheck that and then we'll go ahead and hit create. Before we go to the events manager, we are going to see our new pixel up here. And we want to connect the ad account that we're putting this pixel into. So we'll go ahead and hit Connect Assets, and we'll click on Other Business Assets, and then we'll pick our ad account that we want to connect this to. Next thing that you want to do is make sure and add yourself or your partners onto this pixel. So we'll go ahead and assign people. And you'll pick yourself and you'll give yourself full control and then you will assign. And then anyone else that you want to add on to being able to access this pixel as well. All right, you guys, we have just set up our pixel. Now on to the next step. And that is going to be securing your pixel. So we'll go back to where we left off in Facebook. And we're going to make sure you're still selected on your pixel and we're going to click on Events Manager. Now, there are people who like to take your pixel, put it on their website, and feed Facebook with a bunch of garbage data. So to avoid that and to protect your pixel, we're going to go to Settings and we're going to scroll down until we see Traffic Permissions-Website. And we're going to create an allow list. And we're going to enter any domain URL that we are allowing Facebook to collect data from. And we'll just take the primary website. And we're going to type in our primary domain here and hit next. Also, it doesn't like you to copy and paste onto this, so you do have to type it out. And then we'll hit confirm. A point of clarity on this, you guys. So you have a primary domain. Mine would be easydeliciousfoods.com, but there are subdomains connected to this. Just know that when you put your primary domain in, Facebook will include any subdomains and anything else connected to your main domain. So you don't have to put in each individual one. What you do need to do is if you have a different primary domain that you're allowing this pixel to be a part of, to make sure and enter it into the allow list. All right, when you're done, hit close. The next thing we're going to do is install your pixel on your website or your funnel. I'm going to walk you through how to do this through my WordPress site. All right, this is where we left off when we added on our allow list. So we're in the settings here. I'm going to go to the overview now. All right, so we want to set up the metapixel on our website events, okay? And we're going to click Set up Metapixel. And we're going to install the code manually. And what you want to do is copy this code. We will be putting this code inside the header of your website. We'll go ahead and hit continue. We're going to turn on automatic advanced matching so that if Facebook gets any of this information, it's going to use it in your pixel and optimizations. All right, then we'll hit done. So now we have our code copied. Now we're going to go over to our website. And I am in my WordPress account. And I'm going to use a plugin. Before I show you the plugin that I'm going to use, if you already understand your WordPress website and you know where the header section is and you know how to put code in, go ahead and do that. If you are totally lost and you need some help understanding headers and where to put this, then we're going to install a plugin by selecting Add Plugin. And then we're going to search header and footer. And then we're going to see this one right here. It's called WordPress Code. It looks like this. You're going to click the install. I've already done it on mine, but yours would say install now. And then once you install it, you have to hit that activate button. So make sure it's installed and then activated. Once you do that, you'll see a new menu option called Code Snippets. Go over to header and footer. And in the header, you're going to paste that pixel code, okay? And then you will save. And that's it. You have installed your metapixel code into your website so that Facebook can start tracking your leads. But there's one more thing that we need to do. We need to tell Facebook what to track. So we are going to set up specific events to tell Facebook that when people click these buttons, that they are a lead or whatever it is that we need to tell Facebook so that it has that information and then it can go find more people who are going to behave in that same way. So we're going to go back to our events manager. Now, Facebook is trying to find my pixel that I just set up, and that sometimes takes a minute. So I do have a backdoor in case you're having to wait too long to have Facebook recognize that you've got a pixel. We'll go ahead and refresh and we'll see if there's any update though, just in case. And when I click set up events, it's still not letting me do that. So it's still trying to process that there is a pixel on there. If you're worried about it, then a really cool tool that you can use is an extension called the Metapixel Helper. We'll go ahead and do that really quick. We'll add the extension. All right, and then Metapixel has been added to Chrome. And what I can do is go to my website and I can click on my Metapixel Helper and then see if there's any pixels that are detected. And this just really is for peace of mind if you're getting this weird thing that Facebook's like, I don't see your pixel yet. You can't set up an event. So that will help you know that you do have a metapixel on there. And I can see, yes, I've got one. And it looks good. I've got the green check. That's what you're looking for. So that means since it is detected, it is on there and we can set up an event. So since this is not letting us do that because it's a little bit slow, we're going to do a backdoor option. We're going to go to settings and we're going to scroll down until we see event setup. And we're going to click open event setup tool. And then we're going to put the website URL in that we want to add the event on. So for me, that would be this right here. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste that in and click add events. And it's going to redirect you to that page. And then Facebook's going to add in this little meta event setup tool. So just give it a second to load up. And then you're going to either track a new button or track a URL. So we'll go ahead and track a button. And then Facebook is going to highlight all the buttons that it sees on your page. And the one that I want to highlight and report back to Facebook about is this button right here. And of course, you can do as many things as you want on your page. I'm going to do this one. And when somebody submits this button, when somebody clicks on it, what do I want Facebook to know about that person. Is this initiating the checkout? Is this a lead? Did somebody purchase? Did they add their payment info? And you have a bunch of different options. For me, I am going to choose a lead. So when somebody clicks this button, that would be a lead. And that sends that information back to Facebook so they can find other people that will behave that way, right? It's the whole picture we're giving Facebook here. And then if you want to add a value on that page, you can. I'll go ahead and say it does not include a value and then hit confirm. All right, so we have our tracking here. We've got our event. Feel free to set up any other events that you want Facebook to track. And then we'll go ahead and hit finish setup. Please review your events. You can access and manage even tracking through your settings in Events Manager. So we'll go ahead and hit finish. And you can tell them if this tool was helpful or if it was not helpful, and then hit submit and then done. All right, last points to clarify before we end this video. Once you set up your pixel on your website and you set up your event, you can run as many different ads to that website or landing page without having to come back and set up another pixel or another event. As long as your ad account that you're using to run the ad with is the same, and as long as nothing changes on your page. So if you add in a new button, you would have to come back and set that event up, right? If you changed the button and moved it somewhere else, you would need to come in and update your event. So again, just to clarify, if nothing changes on your website or your funnel and nothing changes on your events and you're using the same ad account, then you can run as many ads as you want to that connect to this landing page without having to reset up your pixel. And then in UpHex, when you are launching your ad, you're going to choose landing page. You're going to put the funnel URL in here. So for me, this would be, I want to send people here. I would put that right in there under the website. The last thing to know is if I only have one pixel on that ad account, UpHex, it's just automatically going to pick your pixel. Now, if you have more than one pixel on your ad account, then you do need to go to Advanced Settings over here. And you need to choose from pixels, and you need to select your pixel. Otherwise, you are good to go. If you're not sure if there's multiple pixels on your ad account, you can go back to your business manager, go to the ad account specifically. I can click on my ad account that I want to check out, click Open in Ads Manager, click on Events Manager, and click on Data Sources, and you'll see a list of all the pixels that are associated with that ad account.